Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer.
I'm Steve Wilkes.
Seems like forever since we've done something like this.
I know, we haven't been on set in a long time.
But it's time we got back together because you were going to bring us up to date on something new, something old, something in between on
Something borrowed,
the mead side. It's a mead update.
It's a mead update, folks. Okay, that was good.
It's been a long time.
This is what sparked it. We got an email from Dawn.
Dawn?
Don't know Dawn's last name, but Dawn sent an email, and she says, Steve, message, a few months ago, Steve started an apple mead, which is right here. How about an update? She writes. I actually mirrored what he did in the first attempt at a mead. I was just wondering what I should look for or do next. And at the time, there was some discussion about a secondary fermentation for a more champagne-like finish, and I was wondering what else you guys would suggest. Well, I would suggest don't take my advice. No, take that back. What we're going to do is try to answer Don's questions a little bit,
and I will put down. I don't know the exact date that episode aired, but I'll put it down.
Yep, it was last fall,
screen.
And I believe it was last fall. It might have been last winter. Whatever. It was a few months ago. But what I did is this is the mead that she's referring to. It's actually a sizer. So it's an apple mead. I won't go into the whole recipe because that's on the previous episode, but it's honey and apple cider or apple juice and some spices. And so this is the first time that we've tasted it. I hadn't tasted it until this morning. I've had a little taste when I got ready for the shoot, but we're going to do a little critique here. What do you think? It's a little hot.
It is a little, getting a little bit of alcohol heatness on there, which will calm down after a while. I'm smelling the honey. I'm smelling a bit of the cider.
Yeah. Honey.
Yes.
Apples. Pickles.
Peaches.
It's got some clove, it's got some allspice, it's got some cardamom, it's got some vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger. So it's quite a complex little piece of work.
As are we all.
As are we all. At any rate, though, I made it for Christmas. I made it for this Christmas was the idea. Now, I think it tastes good. Don't misunderstand me. I think it tastes perfectly good, but I think it's really young. I think it's kind of hot. I think it's got a pretty good alcohol bite that I'd like to see calm down some.
It doesn't taste as hot as it smells.
No, it doesn't.
And now that it's been in the glass a little while and has a chance to off gas, it doesn't smell as hot either.
No.
But I think that it could use some time to mellow a bit.
Yeah.
And even oxidize a bit. You know, sometimes you get a little bit of the sherry notes into something that's been around for a little while. That kind of mellows it, and especially something that's big in alcohol.
Yeah. And original gravity was 1083. I'm not going to take a gravity reading today on it, but it's certainly alcoholic. There's certainly a lot of alcohol in here.
Yeah. It's good, though.
It's good.
It's certainly going to be good for Christmas, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And so the decision that I'll have to make is, do I want to back sweeten it? Do I want to sparkle it? What do I want to do? And the truth is, at the moment, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm going to give it till probably November before I mess with it again. I know that when I put it up, I originally thought I would bottle it in October. That's what my notes say. But I think I may just let it alone now until, middle of November, and then come back to it and decide what to do with it for the holidays.
And that's the beauty of mead over beer, is that you can kind of let it change over time and kind of treat each batch differently.
Yeah. So that's mead number 1 update.
It's good.
Good. So let's pull a sample of this ginger metheglin. Now this is a mead that we did an episode on last year sometime. Okay. I think last November is when we actually made this.
So you're going to demonstrate
how to pull a sample.
As you did, and you sampled, or you sanitized.
Yes, this is all pre-sanitized by the magic of television.
For your protection.
And I had it wrapped in plastic wrap so it wouldn't spill.
It's a little
So the wet is a little
drippy, but
it's all right. So this is a wine thief. If you don't have one of these, get one.
Yeah.
It's very handy. And you put it into your
beverage.
Your beverage,
choice.
yeah.
And the good thing is, if you have a bigger carboy, you can stick a hydrometer inside there.
That's right.
And whoop.
And you get your reading, and you don't have to waste anything. So we're just going to pull a sample, and I'm going to give James about half of it. I'm going to take about half of it.
And talk about these. We had questions about these little carboys.
Yeah. We have a water company in Arkansas called Mountain Valley Spring Water from your hometown.
My hometown, Hot Springs.
Yeah, and they put water up in these things, and I buy them at our local co-op. I use the water up, and then I get to keep the carboy. So they're really handy. I can't tell you where to find them in your state or your town, but
you could probably find them in a homebrew shop somewhere.
Probably
that size.
So this is a ginger metheglin, and again, I'm not going to go into the recipe per se because we've already done that on a previous episode. But it's water and honey and a bunch of ginger and some almond, and so I'm curious to see how this is coming along.
I was wondering, there's like a dark. Was it almond extract? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
There's like a darker, along with the ginger, which is kind of a bright flavor and aroma. There is some sort of a little darker aroma, and I think that's the almond.
Yeah, I think it is too. Let me see here, just real quickly. I'm using my handy logbook,
which you can find on basicbrewingshop.com. Designed by Steve.
That's right. And I know that I have the recipe in here because I just saw it.
You need to fill out your handy table of contents.
I know.
There
so it's water, it's local honey, 6 ounces of ginger, vanilla extract, and almond extract. And I use some yeast nutrient in it, and I haven't added any acid to it yet. I'm not sure that it needs it at the moment.
No, it's pretty bright. That's tasty.
That is quite good. So, again, I'm not going to do anything else with it today. I just wanted to get an update on how it was progressing. That's really good.
We might have to have another sample of that.
We might have to sample.
I'm not sure what I think about this.
A little more. Why don't you just tell me the number you want to call? Is that like 20-year-old pop references, I always say.
That's good.
All right, that's mead number 2.
Saving that.
So here's our last one. This is a little piment that I just made, and I posted some stuff on Facebook about this, and we'll have some pictures. This is 2 pounds of local honey in a gallon of water, and 2 pounds of local table grapes. Now, these aren't wine grapes. The variety is called Mars, M-A-R-S. I think Mars Veronica, though I'm not a grape guy. And I went to the store just to buy some produce, And
is that Archie's girlfriend?
Yeah, anyway, so I buy these grapes and I get them home and I think, I can't eat these. I gotta brew with them or ferment them. So I went and got some honey. I threw the whole thing in. It looked like an awful mess. And we'll post a picture. And this is the little mead that came out of it. It's only about 3 weeks old. It just got racked this morning into the secondary.
It's chunky.
It's going to have to settle out. And I pulled quite a bit of the grape skins. So it looks like it's hops, but it's grape skins.
Looks like grapefruit juice.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
tasty.
That's quite a bit sweeter than the others.
Well, it's still fermenting.
Still working.
And the thing is that when I pulled it off the secondary, or onto the secondary, you might say, I had to leave quite a bit of liquid behind. So I lost probably 2 cups, maybe, a pint, I don't know. And so what I did to get the volume back up was I put 4 ounces of honey in 3 cups of water.
Oh.
Simmered that up to sterilize it or to pasteurize it, cooled it down, and then I added that back into the mead. So it's not back sweetened. It's not meant to be back sweetened. It's meant to ferment.
Still going to work.
It's still going to work out. So it will dry out, and I don't have any plans for this whatsoever. I'm just going to put it back in the cooler back there and let it go for who knows how long until I think it's done. I don't think it'll be great big and alcoholic. I didn't take a gravity reading when I made it. I made it just on an afternoon when I was kind of goofing around. But I think it's really tasty. I think it has a lot of potential. I'm just curious what these local, I mean, some guy in Farmington, Arkansas is growing grapes, and I just put a couple pounds of it, put them into, they're seedless. So I took them off the stem and I kind of mashed them up a little bit, and then I put them in the carboy and I poured the honey must on top of it.
It's almost muscadine-y.
And it probably will be because of the kind of grape it is. But, you know, it might be, that's why I'm calling it, it's not gin. It's the name of it. or the more formal name, Ozark Country Piment. Ozark Country Piment.
OCEP.
Yeah. So it's just fun. It's just goofing around. These are so easy to make. I always say that. But you really have to be patient, I think. That's part of the key. And it's so interesting that these two are very close together, although this is a straight mead. There's no apple cider in here.
Right.
This is made with all apple cider. There's no water in here. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and so they're very, very different. And otherwise, they do share a lot of common ancestry. But boy, are they different.
Yeah, all three are just tasty and delightful in different ways.
Just as me.
Depending on the time of day.
That's right.
So that's our mead update.
Yep.
So I hope that helped out. And we'll follow these along, and maybe by Christmas you'll have one of these or both of these or all three of them bottled up and ready to go.
And see what they're like. So thank you, Don. Thank you for your question, and I hope that this enlightens you or me or someone. And thank you, James, for coming over today.
Thank you, Steve, for sharing.
And happy mead making.
We'll see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Come and visit us on the web. At basicbrewing.com, you can find archive lists of both our audio and video podcasts on home brewing. You can also find our DVDs, Extract Brewing and Partial Mashing, Stepping into All Grain, Low-Tech Lagering and Decoction Mashing, Introduction to Wine Kits, and our Basic Brewing Brewer's Logbook, where you can track and log up to 50 batches of beer. Drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. Write to James at basicbrewing.com, Steve at basicbrewing.com, or just use the contact form on basicbrewing.com.
Show's over. Nothing to see. Move along.